That's kind of how I missed out on Max B. I'm just being straight up honest. And Jim ended up signing him because Jim seen the vision, but because Jim had an outside vision of Max. I grew up with Max, Charlie Rambo, nigga play all day. Nigga throwing piss on the bums, joking all the time. So when he came to me and said he gonna start rapping, I was like, yo, Charlie, stop playing. His exact words was killer. They were like, no, let's get this shit clicking like Dorothy's heels. I said, yo, this nigga play too much, man. So sometimes you gotta see the vision, but it's a lot of people that I seen that not necessarily still live in New York. They live outside of New York, and still people who live in New York who be like, Cam, I'm from Harlem. You gotta put me on, da 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 da. And it's like, bro, let me tell you one thing about Harlem. If you good or you hot, they gonna support. Harlem can't wait to branch on to somebody that's good and say, yo, these niggas is hot, or this person hot. Let's move, let's do it. Not only that, the other boroughs will pick up. Cause you know how many niggas from Queens or Brooklyn or the Bronx, everybody come to Harlem, or at least they used to. So niggas be like, yo, you got a Harlem nigga? You know how frustrating it used to be watching 100 niggas from Long Island get on? EPMD, Eric B, Rakim, motherfucking Biz Markie. And then you think about Queens, you think about LL Cool J, Tribe Called Quest, Nas, 50 Cent, Run DMC. The list goes on. Brooklyn, shit, Big Daddy Kane, motherfucking fat, all these people. So in Harlem, we used to say like, yo, Harlem got a jinx, man. Harlem got a jinx. I don't think none of us ever getting on, because nobody had been on since Dougie Fresh, Rob Bass, or Kumo D. It was a drought till Mase came and broke the drought. So
our fans, we just sold out the Brooklyn Paramount less than 24 hours. No, we had to double back and get y'all another day. January 17th, Brooklyn Paramount, the double back. We calling it the Double Back Dawn. That's the name of this joint right here, the Double Back Dawn, Part 2. We coming out, we gonna make it a movie. You already know, Max Biggerville signing out. Peace.
Where the wave was invented, downstairs, under me. Child, ask Biggerville. Y'all call him Biggerville Max B. I know him as Charlie Rambo.
Charlie Rambo.
I'm from the building where the wave was invented, and was invented after I was born. I'm a top fan. And no disrespect to Biggerville, because that's my brother. That's my little brother. I just spoke to Max motherfucking 2 weeks ago. That's my brother. Max tell you though, I've been outside. I'm from the building where the wave was invented.
I've got to call it exactly how it is. The wave is officially back. Max B is home, and the energy he's throwing out is insane. The second his feet hit the pavement, the internet flipped, like the whole city had been holding its breath for him to reclaim his throne. Max Biggerville, Charlie Rambo himself, is moving like he didn't miss a single sunrise. People have been starving for that pure Harlem essence for years. That slick but gritty, smooth but street sound, folks swore the game lost it. And Max just stepped right back in like he never sat down for a minute. And let's be real, he didn't walk out alone. He linked with two Harlem giants who already built their own kingdoms. Mase and Cam'ron. That's a powerhouse trio if there ever was one. They're in their primes, stacking wins every day. Pink horsepower vibes everywhere. Max B came home with purpose, with swagger, and surrounded by a strategic circle. Every move feels calculated, like he's rebuilding his board one clean piece at a time. And honestly, nothing looks like it's slowing him down. And listen, after doing 18 years, most people would need time to breathe, adjust, find their balance. But Max didn't just find balance, he found a whole new stride. It feels like the energy of the culture tilted in his favor overnight. And this feels like just the opening chapter. The cosigns? Heavy. ASAP Ferg showing love, French Montana locking in immediately, even Luca Brasi giving the wave a full salute. These aren't random names. These are people who always knew what Max meant to the culture, and now they're screaming it louder than ever. But there's something even bigger going on. It feels like the entire East Coast caught fire the minute Max walked free again. Something cracked open. And the proof? Max B is selling out every venue he touches. They literally had to double book dates because shows vanished in under 24 hours. That type of heat hasn't been around in a minute. If you're not pulling NBA YoungBoy numbers right now, you can't even stand near this hype. I'm telling you, Max B is moving different. The wave is still dangerous. He's tearing through clubs, packed wall to wall, shutting down every spot. And the wildest part? It's all off his classic catalog. Fans waited more than a decade to hear these records live because he never got that chance before. He got locked up before the touring era started. Now the world finally gets what they've been craving, and the streets were starving. I won't lie, New York feels unhinged right now, in the best possible way. The whole city feels awake again. That real Harlem flavor cracked the pavement after all these years. People miss that energy, and Max walked home and flipped the entire switch instantly. And let's be honest, he lined himself with one of the smartest plays out there. Shout out Cam'ron, shout out Mase. When those two show up, Harlem is officially active. It genuinely feels like Harlem is back. And this time, they're not just talking, they're winning. Cam and Mase have one of the hottest shows in the culture right now. Sharp takes, real pull, the platform is exploding. And now Max B joins the mix, fresh home, backed by the right people, bringing a wave only he can create. How do you lose with a lineup like that? You don't. That's a blueprint for straight victories. And shout out to Sugar Doug, the ones who know. I remember Cam telling the story about knowing Charlie Rambo from way back. Same building, same hallways, same history. The connection was real. Cam just couldn't see the vision at the time. But now, the timing finally synced, and everything fell into place exactly how it should have.
Our fans, we just sold out the Brooklyn Paramount less than 24 hours. Nobody had to double back and get y'all another day. January 17th, Brooklyn Paramount, the double back. We calling it the double back dawn. That's the name of this joint right here, the double back dawn, part 2. We coming out, we gonna make it a movie. You already know, Max Biggervale signing out. Peace.
Let me lay it out clean. Cam really knew Max on a personal level. Same buildings, same blocks, same grind. But back then, Cam just didn't fully recognize the vision. He admitted it himself on It Is What It Is. He fumbled by not taking Charlie Rambo seriously when he first stepped into the picture. And honestly, I get exactly what Cam meant. A lot of people show up thinking being from the same hood automatically means they deserve a cosign. But that's not reality. Max B was one of the rare ones who actually cut through all of that, a real gem in the rubble. He proved his voice, proved his lane, proved he could shine with zero hand-holding. I've dealt with the same thing. People hitting me like, put me on, we came from the same place. But at the end of the day, the talent has to be real. If it's not there, it shows fast. That's just the way the world works. And let's speak on Harlem honestly. There was a period where the city felt dim. That's why folks kept saying, make Harlem great again. The talent always existed, the style was unmatched, the swagger was original, but the unity wasn't. Too many artists moving solo, too many egos, too many walls. If Harlem had stood together the way Brooklyn or Queens sometimes do, the whole borough could have been running the game on autopilot.
Where the wave was invented. Downstairs, under me. Child, ask Biggerville. Y'all call him Biggerville Max B. I know him as Charlie Rambo.
Charlie Rambo.
I'm from the building where the wave was invented and was invented after I was born. I'm a top 4. And no disrespect to Biggerville, because that's my brother. That's my little brother. I just spoke to Max motherfucking 2 weeks ago. That's my brother. Max tell you though, I've been outside. I'm from the building where the way was invented.
Let's keep it honest. Some of the most legendary artists, the flyest style, and the loudest cultural shifts were born in Harlem. The only thing that ever helped the borough back was the lack of long-term unity. And Cam wasn't capping when he said it. He openly took accountability for not spotting Max B's true potential back then. And truthfully, it made sense at the time. Charlie Rambo was the class clown, always cracking jokes, always the funniest guy in the room. So people didn't immediately see the genius behind the humor, even folks like Cam who grew up around him. But the tables turned completely. Max B is outside now, pushing the brand hard. standing next to Cam and Mase like it's in his DNA, and showing major love to the movement. Big salute to Cam once again. These guys know how to move Harlem forward. Max is pumping that horsepower wave heavy too. Pink horsepower, blue horsepower, the whole lineup moving crazy numbers. These aren't just rappers, they're businessmen with real products, real merch, and a real plan to elevate the culture. And honestly, it's refreshing. For Harlem, for the East Coast, for New York in general. The city's been dragging for a minute. The vibe was off. It needed something real to jolt it back to life.
That's kind of how I missed out on Max B. I'm just being straight up honest. And Jim ended up signing him because Jim seen the vision, but because Jim had an outside vision of Max. I grew up with Max, Charlie Rambo, nigga play all day. Nigga throwing piss on the bums, joking all the time. So when he came to me and said he gonna start rapping, I was like, yo, Charlie, stop playing. His exact words was killer. They were like, no, let's get this shit clicking like Dorothy's heels. I said, yo, this nigga play too much, man. So sometimes you gotta see the vision, but it's a lot of people that I seen that not necessarily still live in New York. They live outside of New York, and still people who live in New York who'll be like, Cam, I'm from Harlem. You gotta put me on, da 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 da. And it's like, bro, let me tell you one thing about Harlem. If you good or you hot, they gonna support. Harlem can't wait to branch on to somebody that's good and say, yo, these niggas is hot, or this person hot. Let's move, let's do it. Not only that, the other boroughs will pick up. Cause you know how many niggas from Queens or Brooklyn or the Bronx, everybody come to Harlem, or at least they used to. So niggas be like, yo, you got a Harlem nigga? You know how frustrating it used to be? Watching 100 niggas from Long Island get on? EPMD, Eric B, Rakim, motherfucking Biz Markie. And then you think about Queens, you think about LL Cool J, Tribe Called Quest, Nas, 50 Cent, Run DMC. The list goes on. Brooklyn, shit, Big Daddy Kane, motherfucking Fat, all these people. So in Harlem, we used to say like, yo, Harlem got a jinx, man. Harlem got a jinx. I don't think none of us ever getting on, because nobody had been on since Dougie Fresh, Rob Bass, or Kumo D. It was a drought till Mase came and broke the drought. So
now we're finally getting actual music, actual merch, real promotion, everything falling into place like it's supposed to. The wave is alive again, and you can feel it. And let me make this clear, this isn't shade. I see exactly where this momentum is heading. Max B is outside heavy, pushing that horsepower brand at every turn. Check the clips. Mase in the building, Cam in the building, and the entire Harlem lineup popping out in support. Max is wild in the best possible way. His promo instincts are unmatched. The charm is natural, the presence is effortless. He can move product just by walking into a room. That's why his marketing lands every single time without feeling forced. And he's not slowing down either. He already confirmed new music is coming, multiple projects in the works, real heat on the way. You can tell he's starving to jump back in the game full force. Let him speak, let him move, and watch closely, because this could be the sound the industry's been starving for. And he's not doing it solo. He's outside with Cam and Mase, two Harlem giants who shaped an era. Seeing Max beside them again feels like the city snapping back awake. And let's be real, some people are built for the spotlight. Max is one of them. The aura, the vibe, the walk, the confidence, you feel it the second he steps in. The style, the talk, the attitude, everything lines up. Some folks just got it, and he's absolutely one of them.
Man, 600 horses, she guaranteed. Fuck, she'll love it too. She gonna eat you up. She gonna eat you for breakfast. Right, baby? You gotta be like this. You gotta hit her with the...
And Max B definitely has it. He's been moving humble, smooth, and solid since coming home, and Harlem is riding with him heavy. This whole moment feels like the ultimate Harlem comeback alliance. Max stepped outside and started winning immediately, outperforming dudes who've been out here nonstop. That's just the truth. I won't say names, but let's not pretend. He's moving stronger than a lot of guys who are still tangled up in street drama. And we all know the history. The big question now is whether those old beefs will ever get resolved so Harlem can truly unify again. But honestly, Max doesn't even need that other side right now. He's proving that loud and clear. He's standing tall without any validation from his old camp, and you know exactly who I mean. He already has the ultimate cosigns by his side, and the way he's moving, there's only one direction left, straight up. Max is making smart decisions, building the right alliances, and setting himself up for real opportunities.
And this isn't just a win for him. This is a win for everybody. Good for Harlem, good for New York, good for the whole East Coast, good for the culture worldwide. People need to see unity again, especially in a game that gets messy fast. I'm not sure if Max will jump on a podcast soon, but if he's rocking with Cam, we already know the vibes. That door stays open. Don't be surprised if he pops up suited on Talk with Flea or slides on to It Is What It Is. When Harlem creatives link up, the energy hits different. These guys might be walking into a whole new era together. Tell me if I'm wrong, but from where I'm looking, Max B hasn't made a single bad move since he touched down. Salute to everyone showing love and putting him in the right spaces. Shout out French. Shout out everyone playing their part. But nothing hits harder than support from someone who knows you well enough to call you Charlie Rambo, not Mr. Winge. That's real history. Now tell me, you think Joe Mo feels a way about all this? We all know he's had tension with Cam, and he might think he's getting edged out. I don't know. But honestly, everybody needs to sit at the same table, get money, and bring that New York energy back. If Max stays in the music lane, the sound has to return. Real melodies, real Harlem flair, real wave vibes. And if he sits behind a mic, he'll break the internet without trying.
Excuse me, bro, what do you do for a living? Yo,
What's up, man?
what do you do for a living?
I'm an entrepreneur.
You're an entrepreneur? What's your name, man?
Max Biggerville, New York's
Okay.
finest. What's going on, brother?
You make music.
I make everything. I manufacture. I'm a manufacturer. I got the factories. I'm like Henry Ford out this motherfucker.
Henry Ford?
Yeah.
What's next for you? What are you working on right now?
I'm working on the Purge. I'm working on a few other things. I'm working on the Coke Wave Narcos. We're working on treats to come. Stay tuned.
What's one piece of advice you give to somebody watching this video who wants to do something similar to you?
Keep working, man. Put your head down. Keep pushing. Keep running. Don't complain. Max Biggerville, signing out.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right.
Have a good one.
Good?
Yes, sir.
No doubt. All right.
Thank you, bro.
Either way, the culture wins. Salute. Before you dip, hit that subscribe on Drip Z, drop a comment, smash the like button, and share this video. Help the algorithm push it out, tap that hype this video button. Appreciate you.